Okay, so what if I told you there's a crypto trading competition going on right now that's not just about winning money? What if it's actually the launch of a whole new playbook for decentralized finance? Yeah, this is way bigger than just a contest, so let's get right into it. First things first, let's talk about what's at stake. We are looking at a massive $100,000 prize pool for the XPN Futures Trading Competition. A number like that is definitely going to get people's attention. But is it just another big, flashy number designed to pull in traders? No way. The answer is absolutely not. This event is a signal, you know? It's a proof of concept for something much more fundamental that's shifting in the on-chain world.
And the key phrase to remember here is full stack. This competition is the first of its kind, a totally integrated event where a token's entire life cycle, from birth to maturity, all happens under one single, transparent, on-chain roof.
So that brings us to our first big topic, this new on-chain playbook. Let's really break down what full stack actually means in this whole context. This visualizes the entire journey. You see, a token, in this case it's XPIN, gets brought from its initial listing. Then it moves into spot trading, then to perpetual futures, and finally, it's all wrapped up into a larger incentive ecosystem. The cool part? It's all coordinated seamlessly, right on the blockchain for everyone to see. And this whole process creates what the folks behind it call the complete price discovery loop. Just think of it like a perfect feedback system. The hype from the launch feeds into trader behavior, which builds market depth. That depth then informs the futures data, and guess what? That data reinforces the whole cycle all over again. It's all connected, and it's all happening out in the open. So here's the crucial point. This is not just a story about the XPIN token. This model, this playbook, it builds into a much bigger picture for the entire DeFi space, which brings us to why this event really truly matters. And this comparison just lays it all out perfectly, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the old way, centralized exchanges, where data and what's happening behind the scenes can be a total black box. But on the right, you have the new on-chain model, where every single move is transparent and verifiable. I mean, that is a massive leap forward for trader trust.
What this event is really screaming from the rooftops is that on-chain derivatives, things like perpetual futures that exist entirely on the blockchain, they're not on the sidelines anymore. They're not a secondary market. They're becoming the main event, front and center tools for driving a project's story and getting its community fired up.
This competition is a really critical moment for three key players. For Ave.ai, it's the grand debut of their huge trading infrastructure. For the XPIN ecosystem, it's basically a public stress test. And for edgeX, the engine that's powering this whole thing, it's a major landmark for their on-chain derivatives tech. Okay, so you get the what and the why. Now let's talk about how you can actually get in on this. We're going to look at the unique reward structure they've put together. The design here is just incredibly smart. It's not just about rewarding the biggest whale in the room. Nope. The system is built to reward different styles of trading. You've got the high-volume players, sure, but also the skilled and consistent traders, and even those who are in it for the long-term growth of the ecosystem. So here's how they're doing it. There are three different ways to win. First, volume-based airdrops, where pretty much anyone who participates can earn something. Then there's a 200-slot leaderboard, which spreads the prizes out way more than a typical contest. And finally, a points booster for the underlying edgeX ecosystem, which is all about rewarding long-term belief and participation.
And hey, for anyone looking to jump in, the timeline is super clear and simple. The competition runs for 1 week, from November 19th all the way to November 26th.
All right, let's zoom back out for our final thought and really consider the long-term implications here. Because this single event, it's setting a whole new benchmark for DeFi.
So what is that new standard? Well, it's about combining coordinated launches with these super fast liquidity cycles, completely transparent execution, and these layered long-term incentives. It's the complete package that really benefits everyone involved, from the project itself all the way down to the individual trader. I think this quote from the source material just perfectly captures the energy of this moment. This isn't some far-off, theoretical future we're talking about. It is happening right now. The next wave is already here, and XPIN is right at the front. And all of this leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question. When you combine this level of transparency, this kind of coordination, and these deep incentives, are we looking at the end of trading as we know it? And maybe, just maybe, the beginning of something entirely new?